Good evening, everybody. It's Friday night, and that means it's time for Fanboys Unleashed. I am your host, running solo today. I am Mr. First Down. We're about to get this thing started. Let's talk some football. Let's talk some Titans football. Let's talk about some storylines. Let's just talk. Ain't that right, Scoob? Tighten up is right. Tighten up. Let's start the show. Yeah, I keep playing with the intros. I can't help myself. I hope you're all doing well. TGIF. It is good to have another great Friday. I've got SmackDown on the TV ahead of me. I am, had the day off from work. I work 410, so 4 10-hour shifts, which gives me a Friday off. And, whoa. I guess my mic will go for a little trip while it's at it. Technical difficulties. Anyway. One moment, please. Oh, there you go, all four of you. You got to watch me drop this mic and have to put it back on because I guess I didn't tighten it hard enough. So sorry about that. Technical difficulties, they happen. What can you do? Anyway, I'm Mr. First Down. Welcome to Fanboys Unleashed, and we got some things to talk about. We had Cam Ward on the field throwing for the first time. We had there. I don't like the shadow of my eyes with all the lighting I got up over here. We have Cam Ward throwing for the first time. We see Restrepo catching passes. They made sure to put that in the slow-mo. Titans social media team working hard as always. Let's see. I have a bunch of stuff bookmarked, actually, so I'm kind of excited. It was good to see the influx of DBs that are starting to get signed up here, the undrafted mostly, because we have to address that L'Jarius Sneed might be suspended at the start of the season or halfway through it. I'm not sure. It all depends on the grand jury and the case he is facing. In case you don't know, in Texas, L'Jarius Sneed waits to see if grand jury indicts him on felony charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon connected to an alleged shooting on December 6, 2024. His attorney has denied the claims against him in a related civil suit. The criminal charge has been officially filed, but no date has been set yet for the grand jury hearing in Dallas County, Texas. So the next step in the civil suit is the June 2nd hearing. The man seeks over $1 million in compensatory damages, fees, and relief for infliction on bodily injury. Though there were no reported gunshot wounds, threat of bodily injury, intentional infliction, and emotional distress, civil conspiracy, and negligence. So that is what L'Jarius Sneed is going up against. We will see if it comes to fruition as we go. Mr. Will O'Neill, I hope you are doing well, sir. Will is awesome, shares me all some good Titan stuff out there, some funny stuff, and whatever else, some stuff that these groups just kind of throw out there for people to see. It's pretty nutty, I won't lie. It's hard not to laugh at some of the things to see. Will's a good guy. Hope you're doing well. Will, welcome to Fanboys Unleashed on Friday night. Solo show. I'm not nervous at all. Everything's great. So we'll see where that leads L'Jarius Sneed when it comes to those kinds of things. The great Jim Wyatt had some things to put out as well, if I can find it. But are you guys like our Will is the man. That's right, Scoob. He is. He is the man. Will. Scoob, his picture there is with Roger Goodell. I imagine, I don't know if you booed him in that picture or not, but I think most people boo him. So I hope you, went along with the crowd. If we all jump off the bridge, I hope you jumped off the bridge too, Scoob. But anyway, it's good that you had a good time. I'm glad to see you always hear about these contests that the Titans have out there. And you're wondering if these people like Scoob who die hard like me, you wonder if they get to if somebody like him or I ever got those kind of contests or whatever, as we're always in the upper deck running around, causing havoc, cheering the team on. So I'm glad to see Scoob won that contest, the inner circle and whatnot. He got his first big look at Cameron Ward, and we got our first big look at Cameron Ward today. How you doing, Jerry? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. You guys have chosen to watch me on a Friday night, and I'll take it. I'll take it. No, you're doing a solo show by yourself. You'll take anybody that comments, even if it's a troll or something like that. So I appreciate that, Jerry. Anyway, I was trying to find Jim Wyatt's article that I thought I had saved, but I had not. But it's okay. I can find it just as quickly. If you know Jim Wyatt, he has these 5 things that he likes to bring up. The 5 things that I saw here, 5 things that I saw there. So let's see. Rookie minicamp has started. It started today. So we got a lot of the guys out there. We got Restrepo out there, which everybody. Do you guys think Restrepo is a lock? Are you absolutely sure? Because I think a lot of people do the easy route here and say, well, the quarterback wants him there and all this stuff or whatever. I don't think it's as easy. I don't think it's as easy. Driving home from the pool hall won't be commenting much. Hey, Jerry, that's perfectly fine. I'm happy to have any viewership. It is just me and my man cave here tucked into a corner. You know what I mean? Superman was signed, and I'm hyped about him playing in some games this year. Awesome. I like to hear that. Let's see. Cam Ward's Titans debut today. So Jim says, I've been around Cam Ward several times so far, starting with his pro day back in March. On the campus of the University of Miami, what impressed me as much as Ward's football skills were his presence around his teammates and how they responded to him. Ward arrived in Nashville with members of the rookie class on Thursday when he got fitted for his helmet. They have a video out there. Let's see. I'm also looking forward to seeing rookie quarterback that take command of his young group of Titans. So I think that's part of the bigger story here is that these guys are all going to grow up together. It looks like that is the way this thing is to go. All the young players have to get together, have to make this work. They're all going to mature together. They're all going to learn together. They're all going to bleed together. They're all going to sweat together, all that good stuff. So they're all really going to come up together here. And, it's really interesting. I watched, let's see, is Restrepo going to be our Welker? That'd be kind of fun. I would take that. Nice little slot, all that good stuff. Can't hate it. Can't hate it at all. I'm just curious because everybody always says, well, he's the quarterback's guy, so he gets to stay here. Well, not if he stinks. I don't think they're going to play that kind of game. I do think we have to temper our expectations as such. There's a lot more roster work, and that's from Mike Borgonzi himself. He was on the Rich Eisen show and said, Rich was trying to get everybody all hyped up and everything like that. And he kind of said, hey, we still got a lot of work to do on this roster. We still have a lot to add to this roster and everything. Success this year is going to be on that young quarterback's shoulders, the one that's going to be wearing Warren Moon's number 1, and all the young guys that we have drafted. It's going to be that's what it's going to take if you're going to be really successful this year. But I'm curious, since I already got some of you in the chat, what you think is what is success this year? Is it 7 wins? Is it 8 wins? Is it 5 wins? You only got 3 last year. What do you think is a success this year as far as a Titan season? I think if you go 7 or above wins, you are good there. You have to show the quarterback learning and moving forward and all that stuff. Let's see. Jim also says Restrepo begins his flight, or is it fight or flight? My eyes have failed me. Fight begins his fight. I'm singling Restrepo out here because his story is an intriguing one. It is true. You should totally check it out if you haven't. Read up on the guy. I mentioned earlier I was at Miami's Pro Day where Restrepo also performed. I vividly remember seeing the anguish on his face and the faces of his friends and family members after Restrepo ran the 40 at a much slower pace, 4.8. Man, that just destroyed his draft stock. Jerry, drive safe, but thank you for answering. 5 to 6. Okay, I can deal with that. But he'll get a chance to prove himself with the Titans, playing alongside his college quarterback in Ward. That should be fun to watch. It is kind of nutty to see all these new faces and whatnot. It's really interesting. I'm trying to remember last time something like this happened, not just like a new quarterback, but the fact that you have a lot of new stuff just flowing in here. A lot of new players, a lot of new talent. I gave this draft class an A, and I haven't given my own team an A in quite a while. So it's just kind of color me shocked, I guess. That's the way, that kind of thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Let's see. I'm looking at Jib's 5 things here. Anyway, so do you see which one of these draft picks do you think is really going to reach for the stars out of all of them? I will exclude Cam Ward for mine because he seems to have. I mean, I think he's a lot of these odds have him as possibly being rookie of the year, which I found kind of shocking. Offensive rookie of the year or something along those lines. I'd have to look at it again. But I find that very fascinating that they're already kind of putting that out there. I was like, geez, the kid, I haven't seen the kid take an NFL snap yet. He's got Warren Moon's number, and now they think he could be offensive rookie of the year. Whew, man. I'd hate to be that kid, all that weight on my shoulders, but I'm sure he'll carry it well. And I full disclosure, I haven't been super high on Cam Ward. I was team trade out for as long as I can remember, but it is I find it's hard not to like the kid and how he carries himself and how he reacts. I mean, using the words like, hey, if they're not doing their job, I got to get in their ass is pretty astounding when you hear the stories about him and whatnot. And all those rookies out there, and they're going to have to try to make this thing work. What we don't want as a Titans fan, and I'm sure all the other Titans fans, is just a letdown. I just really want to be competitive. I really want to be competitive here. This division is not the strongest. Look at all the teams around it. The Texans don't have a stranglehold on this thing. They're a little bit ahead of everybody, and they're trying to make it work. But, this is where we are right now. We can really do something in this division. I don't know if it's win it, but I think the ceiling for this team, when I think about it, I'm trying to think. I think the oddest thing I would have to deal with is I'll be kind of blown away if this team does super well. I think their ceiling is a wild card, like a wild card snatch. I don't know if you could win the division the way you are. I feel like the Texans are kind of a step ahead of you right now. But if things fall apart for them, if their new offensive coordinator doesn't work out, because Slowick was a problem there in Houston, it's amazing. You remember when they had Slowick as like one of the top for the head coaching jobs in the NFL? He was on our radar. He was on a lot of other people's radars, and now it's just all vanished, all gone. Like a fart in the wind. It's just disappeared all at once. I find that so funny to me. Isn't the NFL odd that one guy that everybody was crowning and then all of a sudden it's just like, blip, doesn't really matter anymore, does it? Disappeared, all gone. Anyway, I was trying to find this. Let's see. see it for you because I don't want to get this wrong. I could start rattling stuff off the top of my head and just make things up. The one thing, what's the one thing you want the Titans to really improve in? And that somebody was asking that question on the radio. And the one thing that they have to improve in to me is the offensive line. This is what 2 or 3 years of just pathetic dog crap offensive line. And it's I just can't watch it anymore. It seems what'd you say? Jerry or Jags may. I mean, they may. I don't know. It's kind of hard to get hyped for your head coach. It's like Duval and a weird way of saying it, and the GM acting strangely and whatnot. I'm not saying that's going to reflect what's on the field or whatnot, but it's hard to, just be like, oh, I'll just dive into this. This is I feel really hyped up or whatever. And I don't believe in Trevor Lawrence. I don't. I'm sorry. It's been, what are we, year 5 with him or something like that? I don't believe in Trevor Lawrence. Do you? I don't believe Trevor can do it or whatnot. If they win the division, I feel it won't be on Trevor Lawrence. It'll be on a defense, like their defense or something along those lines. It will be interesting if everybody starts hyping Trevor Lawrence because he has these wide receivers that could catch everything that's thrown at them. Like they just catch his terrible passes. I remember in the years following 2008, Kerry Collins would go out there and we beat the Eagles. We had to come back and beat the Eagles, and Kerry Collins was throwing these awful passes, and Kenny Britt kept catching them, and people were like, super mad props for Kerry Collins. I'm like, well, he's just kind of humming them out there and praying that, the old gunslingers just shoot him out there and waiting for Kenny Britt to go out there and get him. It was crazy. I still remember that game. It was nuts, absolutely nuts. Anywho, as we go forward to this, just talking about the undrafted free agents. Let's see. The whole list of the undrafted free agents is here. They got a running back in Micah Bernard. I think he's just a camp body. Defensive tackle Philip Bleedy. And when he said Bleedy, I thought Bleedy Ray Wilson. There's a fun name for you. And then we got a law firm name, offensive line Brandon Crenshaw Dixon, which is a fun name. It's good. He transferred to Florida, I think, in his final season or whatnot. So I do like his level of competition there. And then we have quite a bit of defensive backs, which is good because you need depth there really, really bad. The secondary is not in terrible shape, but if Snead misses games, you're definitely going to need some sort of rotation going there to keep it going. Let's see. I love defensive line, so I see like Isaiah Rakes or whatever. And a lot of these defensive line I see are a bunch of like, some of them are big sack guys, but most of them are like big time run stoppers. And if you know the NFL, you know it loves to go from a passing league to a running league and a passing league to a running league. It's always everything kind of in flux. It just changes every so often. And then, there's just a whole list of guys that have signed. But we got some of the draft picks as well. Jackson Slater, the running back from Michigan, whose name eludes me at the moment. Slater seems like one of these guys that could be very much Taylor Lewan. He loves Nashville, loves to hang out. He's definitely got to be on the bus. Either that or he has to go with Cam Ward on the bus or something along those lines. I was trying to think if there was much. Look, hey, we're trying to get through this offseason together, right? We're after draft, so this is just a bunch of stuff we have to get through. OTAs. I'm sure we've all seen the clips of Cam Ward throwing the ball to Restrepo over and over and praying that somehow that this ends up the top guy. Honestly, the way I look at it, I think DK, Chimera DK. That's spelled D-I-K-E, by the way. I said it wrong a million times. I got a bunch of crap for it. So Chimera DK, spelled D-I-K-E. That's DK. I think he's going to do really well. Something about this guy kind of reminds me of just a wide receiver that can just get open and get there. You didn't see a ton of it in Florida, but just the guy's stature and speed just seems like he could be that guy, the guy that can kind of take care of all that. Oh, so that's how I look at things anyway. Well, I'm about to. Oh, sorry, I'm watching. There's SmackDown on. Alexa Bliss just walked out, so I'm pretty happy about that. Anyway, I'm pretty happy that we have the OT, the rookie mini camp coming up, but I do have to preview the show tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will have Dolphins and Yankees fan extraordinaire, Johnny Cruz. Johnny Cruz is also a Hurricanes fan. And as I said before, I had trepidations about young Cam Ward and whatnot, and he is going to lower my anxiety level for it. Lower, hype him up. Make me feel better about drafting him because I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence. I got to watch it tomorrow. No spoilers. Well, okay. All right. Well, fine. Have it your way, Scoob. God, it's my show and people get to dictate it. Anyway, be sure to tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central where I will have a guest and not be solo and trying to carry this thing. And hopefully my mic will stay on the desk and we will be good to go. Anyway, that's about 22 minutes. It's not a bad show, huh? It's not bad for a show. Am I right? When you're doing a solo. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I have to think of, I didn't think I went out and boo the Yankees. We will not be talking about the Yankees. Listen, I'm a Guardians fan. I'm not going to be talking about the Yankees. I promise you that. I promise you that. There will be no Yankees talk as far as I can say. He'll probably stick something in here or there. But I'm really looking forward to how he feels about Cam Ward because he's been hyping him up. And I've just not been that guy. So I'm going to have to get used to it because we drafted him. So that's just how it is. Anyway, I appreciate you all for watching. Please like the Facebook page if you get out there. Find it. Please like the YouTube if you don't mind. Thank you all for watching, all 27 of you. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it as we get through this. Down with the Yankees and the Braves. Thank you, Scoob. I appreciate that. Scoob, you're one of the best, man. Absolutely the best. Thank you all for watching. I'm about to finish up SmackDown. Enjoy your Friday. You've made it. You've worked all week to get here. Enjoy your Friday. I will catch y'all later. Fanboys Unleashed. See you tomorrow at 8 as I talk about some football with Johnny Cruz.